This is CNN Breaking News.
People across North America will be treated to the view of a lifetime on Monday when a total solar eclipse is set to span across the continent, from Mexico to the very eastern tip of Canada. Hundreds of events are already being planned for April 8 for eclipse watchers to step outside, look into the sky and catch this rare, astronomical phenomenon. If you want to be part of the fun, here is our comprehensive guide to where and how to see the eclipse. What is a solar eclipse? A solar eclipse occurs when the moon moves between the Earth or the Sun, blocking some or all of the Sun's rays from reaching the Earth. The phenomenon is a cosmic event, requiring the Sun, the Moon, and the Earth to be in just the right alignment for the Moon to cast a shadow on our planet. When this happens, the Moon casts two types of shadows. One results in a partial solar eclipse, which covers only part of the Sunday. The other, and arguably the most spectacular, is called a total solar eclipse, where the Sun is entirely covered by the Moon, save for a visible ring of light in the sky. How rare is a total solar eclipse? Solar eclipses themselves are not that rare. In fact, there are about 2 to 4 that occur per year. But the likelihood of seeing a total solar eclipse is much rarer. The Earth is quite big, and most of it is covered by oceans. More often than not, humans don't get to see it in person. In fact, this is the first solar eclipse this century to be visible in all 3 North American countries, the US, Canada and Mexico, making this upcoming one likely the only one that most of us will get to see in our lifetimes. What time is it? The timing of the eclipse will depend on where you are located. All in all, the phenomenon itself will last 2 hours. For those in the Eastern Time Zone, the eclipse will enter continental North America shortly after 1400 hours EDT 1900 hours BST, and exit at 1546. The path of totality, meaning where the total solar eclipse will be fully visible, starts at around 11:07 local time in Mazatlan, Mexico, on the Pacific coast. It will then move northeast, over Texas, the southern parts of Oklahoma, Missouri, and Illinois, before making its way to Ohio and along the US-Canada border. The path will end in the Canadian Atlantic province of Newfoundland. Here is a breakdown of when the total solar eclipse will occur in US and Canadian cities, all in local time. San Antonio, Texas, 1333 Central 1933 BST. Dallas, Texas, 1340 Central. Carbondale, Illinois, 1359 Central. Cleveland, Ohio, 1513 Eastern. Buffalo, New York, 1518 Eastern. Burlington, Vermont, 1526 Eastern. Montreal, Quebec, 1527 Eastern. Fredericton, New Brunswick, 1633 Atlantic. Gander, Newfoundland and Labrador, 1712 Newfoundland time. How long will the total solar eclipse last? The answer to this question, too, depends on where you are. According to NASA, the total solar eclipse will span anywhere from 1 minute to 4.5 minutes. For people in the US, it will be longest at Radar Base, Texas, right on the US-Mexico border, where it will last a total of 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Among Canadian cities, the total solar eclipse will be the longest in Sherbrooke, Quebec, where it will last 3 minutes and 26 seconds. Where are the best places to see the eclipse? Astronomers in the US and Canada have mapped out exactly where the path of totality will be. As long as you're on that path, you should be able to catch the total solar eclipse. That path is 115 miles 183 kilometers wide, on average. Some big cities along it include Dallas, Indianapolis, Cleveland, and Buffalo. Niagara Falls will also be a great spot to catch the total solar eclipse, whether you're on the Canadian or American side. For Canadians, the path of totality includes Hamilton, Montreal, and Gander. People close to the path will still be able to see the solar eclipse, albeit a partial one, and the percentage of the sun covered by the moon's shadow will depend on where you are. Professor Kami noted that people should also account for the weather. If it happens to be cloudy in your city, that can hinder your visibility of the solar eclipse even if you are in the path of totality.